My daily routine starts somewhere around, I'll put it around 7 o'clock. Because by and large, whatever I try to do it at 6. It's difficult to do. Of course, 7 o'clock here in Mumbai is where the sunrise takes place. 7:30 is the average sunrise time. Odisha it is 5 o'clock. If it's Odisha, I would have done it 5 o'clock. So usually it starts at 7. So 1 hour I do my exercise and yoga. That is a must. There's one time I turn off my mobile, turn off everything, I don't take any phone calls. So usually by say 8:15 I finish that, so I could take a quick shower. So I'm ready in the hospital. Half the time I don't have time to go home because my day ends so late. I don't want to spend going and coming 1 hour on the road, so rather I'll get the 1 hour built into my sleep. So by 8:15, 8:30 max, I'm in the hospital, and usually first 1-2 hours I go through my mails. I go because in addition to do cardiac surgery, I also run the hospital, and plus I go through a lot of mails from patients, other related hospital work. I do 1-2 hours. So by 9:30, 10, I go to the operation theatre. The first surgery I complete by 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock or something. Then 12 to 1 or 2 I take a break, come out again with the administration. Usually I have a quick standing meeting with the hospital manager, staff, etc. Or occasionally the critical patients are there, OPD, outpatient consulting or meetings like this I schedule between 12 to 2. And again sometimes it extends to 3 hours, sometimes 1 hour depending on the OT schedule. Like today I have a light day, we have only 3 cases, so I'm relatively free. So then I get back in the operation theatre around anywhere between 1 to 3 o'clock I go in, and as afternoon session of course we have got more surgery, so we finish, usually I finish by 7 o'clock, 6:37, and 7 o'clock once I come back again half an hour I quickly take a recap of any pending work and paper signing etc. I do, and then I do the outpatient consulting. That continues for at least 2 to 3 hours. By the time I finish my outpatient consulting, it is around 10. Of course, nowadays post-COVID I have cut down, I do more online consulting, so I do less physical consulting. So 10, 10:30 I finish, then I go for my ward round, ICU patients, other patients I do. 11 o'clock again I sit down, and somewhere during that time, my food is very, very frugal. So like my lunch will be some soup, salad and little vegetables and fruits like that. Dinner will be again little soup, salad and fruits, that's all. I don't eat anything beyond that. So somewhere in between I catch up my food around 8, 9 o'clock. I used to eat late night, but I realized that's not good for the health, so nowadays I eat by 8 o'clock. Very light food and that's it. So 11 o'clock normally I try to catch up with all the day's mails, etc., a lot of pending works. Sometimes I catch up on my reading. So by the time it is finished at 12, 12:30, then every day I have to talk to my children, so I talk to them in the night. So they all stay in USA, so it's a perfect time for me and them. So somewhere between 10 to 1 o'clock while I'm taking round or something, I built in that half an hour talking to my children almost every night.
So
By the time,
practicing medicine there?
no, both. My son did his MBA from Harvard. He's a serial entrepreneur, he's an extremely bright, techie guy. So again he's starting his own startup. My daughter is extremely bright, she did again her MBA in finance and healthcare from Wharton, which is among the best in the world in the finance and healthcare. So they are both into their own life. So normally in the night I do that. By the time I go to sleep, usually it is 1 o'clock. So though it's not healthy, I'm trying to cut down to 11 o'clock, still I have not been able to do. So I 1 o'clock and get up at 7. So 6 hours, which is not good. So I advise everybody 7 hours sleep. Hopefully I'll start doing 7 hours of sleep.